Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, coming at you with my next team for the Retro Cup. You can see my first three teams that I mentioned in this video here. So the second team that I started with was Abomasnow, Defense Deox, and Zangoose. And I didn't realize that I was double weak to counter immediately, which was my fault. So I played the first set, still did well. I went 4-1, but the last game made me realize how weak I was to counter, and I played a couple games in the second set and lost both of those to counter users. So then I switched up the team in the third set, and then the third, fourth, and fifth set, I'll switch one Pokemon, the Abomasnow, to Hypno, and in the third, fourth, and fifth set, I went 12-3 with the Hypno, Deox, Zangoose. So I'm going to show the one set with the Abomasnow, 4-1, and then I'm going to show the 1 5-0 set with my Hypno. So let's just jump into it. So for those, the thought process behind this team is Zangoose I really wanted to try. It is extremely glassy, so you need to pair with two more bulky Pokemon. So Barbarelle comes out. I have no idea what the moves are. I have no idea the counts. So I don't know what they have. So I'm just taking it. It's a cross shop, so that's not great. So I throw the Weather Ball here. And then, again, I didn't know the counts. So I'm going to really screw this up. So they show the first. I try to build up to a Leaf Blade. I think that, okay, I'll just shield this. I can get to another move. I can get to the Leaf Blade. Don't know if the Leaf Blade is even the best move, but it's a water, so yeah, it would have been super effective. But they got to the move before I got off, so I decided to let this go. Don't know if that's the right play. Either way, a lot of wasted energy there. So I come in with the Deox, and I think at this point I'm just going to farm down, but they come in with their Mew. So I'm going to throw the Rock Slide, and then go into my Zangoose. Zangoose has Shadow Claw as a quick move, so it's going to be hitting super hard here, plus it charges to Night Slash very quickly, so I can get to that and take it out. But the problem is, Zangoose is so swishy that anything's going to hurt it, so you just need to shield everything. 3 games in a row here, you're going to see. So I clicked the charge move, it didn't register, and then it just buffered for both of us, and then it finally went through. So I kind of got lucky there. Well, I should have thrown the game screwed up my throwing of the charge move, but it allowed me to get quick moves in. So then I got an attack boost. So I thought a Night Slash again, and I got another attack boost. And I was so spammy because I built up so much that I'm able to get this third Night Slash off and take out the Medicham. And then I'll be able to quick move down here. So, that was just a mess. So poor play on the start, lucky with the leg, unlucky at the same time. So we'll just chalk that up to a whatever. So Mew into Abomasnow. Guess the plays just go straight Weather Ball here. The problem with the Mews I'm finding is they could run anything because I've seen Dark, I've seen Wild Charge, I've seen Surf, I've seen, I think this one was a low sweep. Was this one? Yeah, a low sweep, which is a fighting move. Like Mew has so many options, you don't know what's gonna be thrown at you. So I shielded up, luckily. Get the second Weather Ball off here. They shield, and again, here a ton of light. Like this game was bad this morning. So the leg allowed me to get this off, and I'm going to have a bit of energy here that I should get to another move. I'm going to throw this here, and then I'm going to switch to my Deox just because I don't want to get farmed down. And it's my only option here because I can't go in with the Zangoose because it takes hard counter for neutral. So out comes a Hypno, so I'm going to throw the Rock Slide here just for do as much chip damage as I can here. And still Hypno. And this was kind of why I switched it to Hypno, because I know Hypno is tanky, and I know it has the Shadow Ball coverage, plus you can put it with whatever Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, whatever you want. So that's why I eventually tried it out, kind of because of this match. So down goes the Deox, so I can come in here and just quick move down. Again, problem is Shadow Hypno against the Zangoose. I need to shield this up, or else or do I let it go? Okay, so I let it go. Clearly I don't know. So I let it go, but even an Ice Punch does 50%, which is not great. So I gotta shield this up. I can get to a Night Slash probably. Throw it. And do I try and outpace him here? I forget what happens in this one. Oh, see, how many times do you see me click on that switch? 4 or 5 times, and it just did not register. So I go down here. I'm able to get off a move here, but then the Hypno would be able to take me out with one quick move. So kind of tough. I don't know if I would have won if it wasn't if I like caught on the Abomasnow switching in right away, but that's the way the game goes sometimes. So Abomasnow into Meganium. This one, not that I want to talk poorly about users because I'm double weak to counter. This opponent happens to be double weak to ice. So I come in with the Zangoose here against the Deox. So this is also what I realized. So Zangoose, Shadow Claw, great. Zangoose, Night Slash, great. Weak to counters. So good news is I'm so spammy, I'm going to be able to take this down to 50% and burn 2 shields. But I'm lucky he threw here because if he had not thrown, he could have just countered me down and been loaded with energy. So I'm probably going to come back in with the Deox here because I can't come in with the Abomasnow. And that's fine. I've got 2 shield advantage. I'm probably just going to let this go, quite honestly. Because just a Rock Slide, I know it's not going to do much. And out comes the Altaria. So they just showed me their second Pokemon, which is weak to Ice as well. So I'm going to throw this, and then my Abomasnow should be able to sweep with 2 shields here. Yeah, I don't like... There's not many grass in here because there's just so much ice. So that's not surprising. So I think after this Weather Ball, that takes it out. I think they decide to leave. So, and let's go on to the next one. We have Pelipper. So Pelipper is tricky here because the wing attacks are hidden for super effective, but you don't need to worry about the Weather Ball. The only thing that's going to hurt you is the Hurricane. And Weather Ball for you is going to be doing neutral. So out comes the Vigoroth. Slow on the swap there. This is why I'm not an amazing player. I'm so slow on these swaps that the opponent gets 2 to 3 quick moves in that they're able to take it out. So, not take it out, but get that advantage that I'm now going to have to eventually start shielding because they had that advantage early on. So, I'm going to throw the Rock Slide here. I don't even know if this is enough to take it out. It's going to be pretty close. And it will take it out to our counters down. So, I got a bit of energy here. And out comes a Drifblim, so that's not great, but this Rock Slide should be doing super effective damage to it, even though super effective is not super great. I know I'm not going to get to a Rock Slide here, so I'm just throwing to get some chip damage here. Missing some bubbles, because I am a scrub. But even Psycho Boost there, not a bad little chip damage. So I know the Abomasnow is probably got a good matchup here, but I come in with the Zangoose because I know that they can't throw the Shadow Ball at me because it's resisted, so they can only throw Icy Winds. So I let the first one go, and an Icy Wind does 50% on a Zangoose. Again, super squishy. So able to quickly make the switch into my Abomasnow on their Pelipper. So I was up 2 shields to 1, which is good because I think this Pelipper is going to be able to spam me. I had to shield the first one because I think they were at Hurricane. Did I shield that one up too? I don't know if I need shield up because it's definitely just gonna be a Weather Ball, but maybe I was worried that if I didn't shield, they would get like just quick shot me down. So shield that up, I'll take the advantage because I know that both the Abomasnow and the Zangoose have a good matchup against the Drifblim. So he's gonna have to throw, I'm gonna take him out, and then I should be able to quick Shadow Claw and Night Slash this down. So the team, again, so far the team's not looking too bad. I realize that the counter units are there that could hurt. This is the game where I really saw like, oh yeah, you are weak to counter users because it's a Vigoroth in the lead. So I'm like, oh crap. So Deox is my only response, and they immediately go into Drifblim. So I'm hard countered at the beginning. I'm hard countered in the middle. So I'm just gonna do Rock Slide for chip damage. They shield, so that's good. I grab 1 shield. I'm going to let this go because I think I can just come in with my Abomasnow and try and load up on Weather Balls. Luckily, they baited, so I'm able to get a Rock Slide off here to do some chip damage. And I'm already 1 attack lower, so it's only doing about 40%. So I thought, okay, same thing here. I'm just going to let it go and go with the Abomasnow, and they bait again with the Icy Wind, so I'm not able another Rock Slide off. So even though I'm going to lose the switch, I got a shield, plus I got this extremely low. So I quickly sniped here because I didn't want it to just counter me down. And they come with the Marowak, so I was just hard countered everywhere here. but I have a shield, so I think my win condition is Zangoose now. So I don't think I'm going to shield anything here. I'm just going to keep throwing as much Weather Ball spams and try and go 2 shielded Zangoose for the win. Again, my Shadow Claws aren't going to do anything to the Vigoroth, but I do have Night Slash and a close combat, which I can hopefully land the close combat. So just throwing here, trying to get this as low as I can because I want to try and get this 4th one in. They throw. Do I shield this because I'm loaded with energy? I think I could take it out. Yeah, so I'm loaded with energy, and I bank it just in case I need it for later. And they were slow on the switch, so now I was able to build up and build up to the close combat. I'm going to throw a bait here, and they shield it. So now I'm going to shield this in return because I can get to a close combat before they can get to their moves. And with that, I'm able to take the Vigoroth out and quickly Shadow Claw down the Marowak. So able to maneuver around it. Like, I think I played this match very well to maneuver around it, but not good against counter users. So I decided to switch in my Shadow Hypno for the Abomasnow because against a counter user, Shadow Hypno is bulky, it resists the counters, and it's got a good enough coverage with the Shadow Ball and I'm running Thunder Punch on it that it does well against a lot of the meta. And the confusions here, like I haven't thrown a charge movement yet, and this Gyarados is almost done, is super effective, right? So Thunder Punch takes it out, so I'm down a shield, but I still have some energy left, and out comes a Dragonair. So immediately I'm thinking, I just saw this team yesterday, right? Triple Dragon, because I lost to it yesterday. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to save this. I'm going to try and just do as much damage as I can here. I got to another one, but they're going to throw here, which is fine, because I can now probably come in with, I think either or is fine, because either will do fine. I came with a Zangoose, because Zangoose with energy is dangerous. I'm probably going to have to shield because you got to shield everything because it's so squishy. But I'm able to get to a Night Slash here, build up a little more, and throw a Night Slash. So they're either going to have to shield and be even with me, or they're going to let this go. And in the back is a Kingdra. So I immediately throw the Night Slash. And am I going to try and build up to another one, or am I just going to go straight into my Deox? I'm going to go straight into my Deox. And again, tons of lag, so I should have switched out earlier, but the good news is that I can get Rock Slide off here, and I think they're going to have to throw, or else I'm going to get to a Psycho boost and take this out. And tell you the truth, I don't even know if an Outrage from here takes me out, because, yeah, I'm very, very thick defense, right? So, and I'm able to get to the Psycho boost anyway, so... Yeah, I think that's smarter to not get farmed down. So, good start. Shadow Hypno, strong play. Like the confusions, like I said, the confusions do well even against. So the licks are effective, and the licks are effective against Deox. So I don't know why I made that switch, because the problem is with this team that you have to work around is that both Hypno and Deox are psychic, so they are both weak to Ghost. So anything that has Lick or anything that has Shadow Ball or Hex, you are in trouble, right? So I think I realized my mistake this game, and I don't do it next game. I just stay in with the Hypno versus the Lickitung next time. But anyways, I digress. So we are just throwing moves at each other, both super bulky, throwing moves that are just normal effectiveness at each other, hoping that one of us can. We're hoping we can take it back the switch, but we cannot. At this point, I think, okay, I'll just let this go, and what I come with? The Hypno, because they already know I have a Hypno, so I don't want to show my last Pokemon, and it's a Lickitung. And this is where I think I realized, like, okay, even though the Licks are hitting, like, super effective against me, the Confusions do a decent amount of damage, and relative for a Lickitung. And I have the Thunder Punch, which can at least, and so I'm like, how much does a Body Slam do? It doesn't do too much. So I think I realized, like, yes, you will lose the match, but you can at least get them low and possibly draw shields here. So they're going to draw one for me, but I'm at the Thunder Punch, so I'm going to shield this and throw it, hoping that they probably let this go because that's great. And they come in with a Frostlass, and this is great because this is where Zangoose is going to shine. You have to shield up the avalanches because it will one-shot you, but Shadow Claw is super effective, Night Slash is super effective, so you just spam these out, you're going to outpace it. So even though they had an energy advantage, I think I'm going to get to my second Night Slash before they get to their second Avalanche, even with their energy advantage. So able to get both shields here, and I'm able to do a ton of damage. So in a 2-to-1 shield scenario deficit, I will go down here, but I almost took out the Frostlass. And with that, I'm able to Confusion down, and I have a Thunder Punch loaded that I'm able to take out this Lickitung. So Zangoose really, really put in play against the Frostlass. So if you want a counter to your Frostlass or your Drifblim safe swaps, Zangoose is a good response. So Lickitung, again, on the lead. So this time I just stay in. Again, you will lose this match, but my thought process is, okay, I'm going to soft lose, which is basically you lose the match, maintain even shields, but you put them low enough that you can just come in with your Deox, your whatever user you want to come in with, Pokemon you want to come in with, in my case Deox, and just farm. So I'm going to lose here. I almost got to the next one, but they're going to throw ahead, so that's fine. So I'm going to lose here, but I'm going to come with my Deox and just commit to the hard farm, so I'm loaded with energy for whatever comes in. I don't care about the licks. I don't care about the body slams. So I think my win condition is load up as much as you can on this Deox or whatever comes in, and then you can hopefully draw a shield, and then Zangoose goes. So they gave up swap here, which helps, because now I've got Shadow Claw and Night Slash, which is super effective against a Hypno, coming up against me. So I got the attack boost, which is also awesome. So I'm going to shield this, and I'm going to just be able to counter down. So I've already got the attack boost, and now I'm loaded with energy that whatever they come in with, they need to shield. And I think they're realizing, and they come in with the Frostlass. So we just saw what happened last time, and I'm already loaded with energy here. So I'm going to throw the first one. They got a shield. I'm already at a second one, so they got a shield again. And I think, if I remember this, I sniped them, because I have a Rock Slide loaded on my Deox, and I didn't want to get countered down, so I quickly sniped them. So that's just recognition of knowing what you have banked, and that's super effective. And do I let this go, or do I shield? And yeah, because I can just counter down here. And now comes Lickitung, I can just counter this down, and I have energy for the Frostlass, but this is over. So again, Zangoose, super squishy, has a lot of weaknesses. Like if you go against a counter user, I think I went up against a Shadow Machamp and I was done in like 3 or 4 quick moves. Like it was bad, but it does okay overall. So again, this is a decent. I think I'm probably going to lose this, but they have to shield here, right? So because I think if they don't shield, I should be able to Confusion down. So they have to shield. And I think I got to the next move here, and I think we see CMP tie, but do I shield because I have the move and I want to force them to either burn? Yeah. Even though it's Octazooka, I'm going to force them to burn their last shield or give me switch. My attack is lowered, which is not fun, but let's see what comes in. Cresselia. So the Cresselia tries to Psycho Cut me down and realizes you can't Psycho Cut down a Hypno, so it's got to throw its energy, which is fine for me. I can now come in with the Zangoose, which also has a good matchup against this because, again, Shadow Claw's Night Slash, strong combo for your Psychics. So I can get this first one off, and I'm probably going to have to shield. That's fine. Am I going to shield? Yes, please. Thank you. And they gave up switch to Politoed, so this isn't over yet. I think it would be much better here if I had Thunderbolts, but I do not. Luckily, they're just going for the Weather Ball spams. I guess they only have... I don't even know what would be the most effective play for the Politoed. They just go straight Weather Ball. Maybe that's the right play, but one Rock Slide and I think a Psycho Boost should be able to take this out if they don't shield. Yeah, and Deox is just so tanky that it's going to take 4 Weather Balls to take me out, so I don't know if that's the right play, but so I'm going to force a shield here or take it out, and I've got a bit of energy loaded that I think I can get to a Psycho Boost if they don't throw here, which they caught on their Cresselia, which is a nice catch. But I'm now able to come in and do I throw the Night Slash or just counter down? A couple more, just so I have some energy loaded on for the Politoed when it comes in. So take that out. Got the attack rise again for something that only happens 50. I don't even know what the percentage is. Not like 50%. It seemed like it happened 50% of the time for me. I got the boost a lot. And one weather ball, look at that. It was like 60% damage, 70% damage. So I did survive. Had that energy loaded. Take it out. So Zangoose put in a lot of work. But you need shields for Zangoose. It generates energy fast, but you need the shields. So Hypno mirror match. So in the mirror match, I always try and sneak in the extra confusion because it's a 4-turn move. So if you can sneak in the extra confusion, that's awesome. So I kept throwing, but they switched to Vigoroth. So I guess they were trying to catch a Shadow Ball on a Vigoroth, but I just kept going. So I now have my Deox against Vigoroth, which is great. But again, this match is very close because the Vigoroth can just spam these body slams. So I think at this point I should be able to just counter down. I'll take probably, it's going to be at least 2 more body slams here, but I should be able to survive both and come out loaded with energy. Oh, is it only 1? Okay, so that's good. So I have energy that I can throw at this Hypno, and I maybe get to a Psycho boost? No. Oh yeah, because they're going to try and confuse me down. I get to a Rock Slide because I know people don't want to give up their energy, but it's very difficult to counter down a user, a same type of user. So I was able to now come in and throw my first move that they have to shield, and I got a quick move through there. So I'm going to shield this because it could be a Shadow Ball. I got a second confusion through there. So while they were just throwing these ice punches, I managed to get 2 confusions through. Take one of the ice punches, but now I'm loaded with energy, and out comes I don't even know what the evolved form of the Slugma is called. The evolved form of a Slugma. Meg something. Anyways, so I assume it's squishy, so I'm just going to throw these Thunder Punches because I'm a Shadow Hypno, and these confusions are chunking, and it's got to make a decision. But I got a shield left, and I can just come in and counter. They're going to try and quick shot me down, but they can't, so now it's over because I have a one-shielded Zangoose. And that's it. So that's the match. Yeah, some people, you could play this like as an ABB line, like start with Zangoose lead, but I prefer just the Hypno because it has a lot of coverage. So even against your like Ghost, you can hit for neutral damage on the confusions and hit super effective with the Shadow Ball. So good team overall. This team is good overall. The first one, not so much, even though I did well with it. This team's good overall. So if you want to use it, go for it. I know a lot of you had success with my first team, so I'm going to keep pumping out these videos and hope you do well.